Yes, sir. Yes, ma'am.
It's time somebody drops bars on this beat.
Every time we drop it, you now you are getting the flow.
No, I'm not saying
You're getting the flow.
that it's bad to drop bars on the beat. You're just horrible at dropping the bars. More like you ain't dropping the bars.
I haven't even tried.
Okay, try.
I was Bella's hype man.
Okay, try.
You know, it's really sad that people
try,
like you can't even write one bar. Now you're saying somebody cannot drop. You drop your lesson.
But when it's really not better you admit to something.
This time, is one of a kind. Blowing your mind like always. Rogers does. Like a heavyweight champion, knocking them out. Another ball we heard about. Once again, you can scream and shout. To be continued. You see, these beats are bad. If you're wondering what we're talking about, if you're watching us, we're sure you can hear the beats. If you're listening, obviously you can hear it too. It is our underlay, our bed for the boom bar, produced by the one and only Bright Ijabo. Shout out to Bright Ijabo, amazing guy. Bright, you still there was like 2 more beats, so you know I be. That's how the thing go. It's the Boom Bar on your Boom Radio MG, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday at 3 p.m. West African time, 7 p.m. West African time. We bring to you a 1-hour show that's all about music, sports, entertainment and everything in between. Everything in between can be Ghana versus Nigeria. It can be Tariq, the whatever Nassim. I'm not allowed to say what I wanted to say because we're broadcasting. It could be just anything and everything. It's politics. We talk about development. We fact check also. Check out who's talking what, and we already always try to be objective. So we talk foreign, we talk local, and of course it keeps getting better. And from time to time, you know, we get to bring in one celebrity, one guest, one artist, one legend, and all of that. So that is the Boom Bar in a nutshell. But the best part of it, we got the drinks.
Yeah. Okay, I think I really was going to. I don't even know why. I just.
It's gonna become mandatory for Monday.
It just actually skipped my mind. Remember, I was actually having a conversation about
red wine
drinks. Yeah,
maybe we'll try red wine on Monday.
So, welcome, and it's been a very eventful week. It was an eventful day yesterday on the bar, and there's a lot of things that are going to be talked about, and a few things that we didn't get to talk about yesterday that are still very, very relevant up until today.
Oh yeah.
There's a lot of things that have happened between yesterday and today that we're going to talk about, and then there are also things that we're going to talk about that we know that they're going to happen over the weekend.
So we're going to talk.
We're definitely going to talk, and of course, I think that there's something that we have literally just, what I say, put at the back burner. Not even at the back burner. It's not even on the burner anymore at this point, which was what we were doing before. But all of a sudden, I realized that we're just like, it's just gone. And this I'm talking about is AFCON. AFCON is still going on. For people that do not know.
What is an AFCON?
Oh yeah. What is an AFCON? Wow. That's how life is now. That's how life is.
I never heard of it before.
Never heard of it. The minute Nigeria went off, like literally just went off at the round of 16, that was it. We just stopped talking about it.
Can I be honest with you? I said it before, I'm going to say it again.
You just blank out.
Still in pain. I'm not.
You had high hopes.
I'm not.
You had high hopes.
See, you don't get it. It's easy for us to laugh at this thing, Jeff. My journey with the Super Eagles, Green Eagles, then Super Eagles, was
a long time coming.
It's an emotional one.
Oh my God.
And even when we try to say funny things and try to pretend that, we don't really feel what it is, I love the Super Eagles with a mad passion. And I'm not going to lie, it hurts every time. Every time these things happen. So whenever the Super Eagles lose at this kind of stage, especially when you know the team has the potential to go all the way, you can't wrap your head around it.
Why
There's nothing you
this
can
is
do.
happening, yeah?
But for me, the easiest way is to stay in denial. So anytime they lose, I just zone out. Even when they dropped out of the World Cup. If it wasn't because I had to be an analyst on TV, I wouldn't have watched the rest of the games that were being played at the World Cup. So, please, when I say I don't know what AFCON is, I don't know what AFCON is.
Okay, unfortunately, you're going to have to know what AFCON is as...
You know the beauty of it?
What?
You're the one that knows about it. Teach us about it.
I'm not teaching you about it.
Tell us.
I'm putting out there that as of now, there's all the results for the round of 16 is definitely out, and they already have the 8 teams that are going to be playing in the quarterfinals.
Mr. Macaroni,
and starting from tomorrow,
if you want to marry me,
what are you
Mr.
doing?
Macaroni.
And starting from tomorrow, the Gambian team is going to be playing with Cameroon. Cameroon, who is the host. They're the host. They're going to be playing at 5 p.m.
AFCON is happening in Cameroon.
Burkina Faso is also going to be playing. Burkina Faso is also going to be playing at 8 p.m. Burkina Faso is going to play with Tunisia at 8 p.m. And how weird is it? What if Tunisia actually wins?
Win what?
The AFCON. What is an AFCON, right? Egypt. Remember the Egypt that we beat? Egypt is still there. They're playing Morocco on Sunday at 4 p.m. and Senegal is playing with Equatorial Guinea at 8 p.m. on Sunday as well. So that is for the AFCON. That's what we're going to... That's the quarterfinals, the 8 teams that are playing tomorrow and Sunday. And then we know what happens after that. And we wish everybody good luck. We really do wish. I wish everybody good luck.
When you wish everybody in a tournament good luck, that means you wish nobody good luck, because they're going to play against themselves.
Yeah.
Who's going to have the good luck?
Whoever gets the luck.
That's what you should now say.
Whoever gets the luck at the end of the day, we wish everybody all the best. Everybody's going to put in their best, hopefully, their best, and may the best man win. Anyway, still talking about sports. My main man, my boy. Okay, it's not a boy anymore now. It's a man.
No, but when you say boy, it doesn't mean... You see, can we clear the air on calling someone your boy?
Okay.
When you say my boy, it's not my small boy or my little boy. That's my dog, like my guy. So yeah, he is your boy, my boy. In the context that you're using it, it's your boy.
So
let's normalize that.
You don't know who I'm talking about.
Okay, carry on.
But the person I am talking about here is no other person but Rafael Nadal.
And he's not your boy.
Oh my God. I don't know why, but I've just had a thing for that person for a very, very long time. For the longest of times that I've been following tennis. And looks like over the weekend he's probably going to make history. Hopefully he does. We're hoping.
What did you call the person's name now?
Nadal, Rafael Nadal.
I heard you say Roger Federer.
No, Rafael Nadal. That's what I said.
I heard you say Roger Federer.
I did not say that.
You said Roger Federer.
No, I did not. Because that I can say 10 times over. I'm sure I did not say that. But anyway, he, Novak Djokovic, and Roger Federer.
I heard you say Roger Federer.
Yes, I said Roger Federer now. 3 of them have 20 Grand Slams. It is official. 3 of them are the ones in the world to own this 20 Grand Slams. And Rafael Nadal is officially now through to the finals of the Australian Open 2021. 2022, which one is it? I think it's 2021, yes. And he's going to be playing.
It's January now, so it's 2022.
No, I think it was a 2021 tournament. So I think it's
Australia Open happens in January. Always in January.
All right.
It's the first Grand Slam of the year.
The Australian Open he's going to be playing with Daniil Medvedev, who is also not a small fry at all. There's been a lot of back and forth with a lot of people. We know that this particular Australia Open started with drama of Novak Djokovic back and forth, and how we know that he's not playing. How a lot of people had pulled out early enough. People like Roger Federer, people like what's her name, Serena Williams, like people that you had thought that okay you were gonna see again, they definitely did not play, and also people that you thought that were going to go far. Case in point, Emma Raducanu. She actually, I think it was her second game that she dropped out of the game.
Yeah, a lot of
there's been a lot of like drama.
A couple of players.
Yeah, there's been a lot of drama around.
A lot of the top seeds were being dropped, like people were dropping bad relationships.
Yeah, and also even a few days ago, the person that Nadal played with to get into the quarterfinals, then there was a lot of accusation that he had undue advantage from the umpire, back and forth. There's also been talks about how at the final of the women's the women's game that there's going to be sort of like a protest. There's this particular tournament has had a lot.
Yeah,
even just yesterday
off the court.
Yes, Daniel Medvedev had like a role yesterday as well with I think it was him. Was it him? There was somebody that had a role with one of the spectators.
We have quite a game on our hands, knowing how tough Medvedev can be.
Mm-hmm.
And again, look, he's even propelled to do more, because he might be the man that will determine who gets to 21 amongst the top three.
This person is the closest person right now.
No, I'm just saying that he's motivated by the fact that he might have a say in this.
Definitely.
Oh look, a lot of people are saying, no, we still have Federer and Nadal calling the shots. Djokovic joined the fray. Murray joined. He dropped out. He fell off. He's back. He's trying to come up into the top.
Dropped again.
Four again. But Medvedev has always been an outsider, you get, and he's not just one or two important titles, but it might be a time for him to also jumpstart or kickstart his own collection of Grand Slams.
Yeah, I agree with you.
So he might be motivated by that. But I have a very, very strong bias for Rafa.
God.
And I like the way he was always talking about how people should get vaccinated and shouldn't make too much drama about it. It would have been nice if Djokovic had gotten
if it was a final,
a Djoko Noli versus Rafa.
Yeah,
that would have been like top notch.
It would really been top.
One of the best tennis games most of the top games I've seen in tennis in the last 10 years have been at the Australian Open.
Mm-hmm.
There was a Sunday that I didn't go to church because of this, because one particular game lasted for about 6 or so hours.
Wow.
So this is another one that we're going to try to catch because of the time.
I definitely will catch this. I will try. I will definitely catch this.
Shout out
live. Shout out to them.
Reverend.
We're definitely rooting for them this time. We hope that Nadal gets. I personally hope that he actually gets his record, like the very, very first person ever. Anyway, don't mind my bias, but it is what it is.
It is what I said.
And I don't like it.
And shout out to everybody that's following the Australian Opens, regardless of where you are and all of that. This is what sports does for us. It brings people together,
yes, it does.
Regardless of class, creed, or race, or whatever, So, those guys, don't worry, guys, I'm safe. She's triple vaxxed, so I'm safe. It's fine.
Nobody was asking.
No, someone sent a message like,
nobody was asking for your well-being.
Your co-anchor or your barman is.
Nobody was asking for your well-being. Nobody.
No, someone sent me a message.
Nobody.
I'll show you when we're done.
Nobody did. Nobody did.
Anyways, for those who still doubt, it's still the Boomba on your Boom Radio NG. My name is Shola Rogers. And
anyway,
I am hanging out with the person whose cough just started during the show.
I don't know. See, this is what I say. They want to get me but I cannot
They
be
can't get
gotten.
it, don't worry. They can't
People
get
that
it.
know me, people
can't
that are
get
close to me know that in the past, since January started, you people want to get me in this 2022.
You don't understand.
Unfortunately for you,
there's a Banky W song that I
Unfortunately for
want
you.
you to play towards the part where it goes, Tobe,
As
you
in,
can stop me.
you want to get me,
get
you cannot
now.
be gotten.
Tobe,
No,
they can't get
I
you.
cannot be gotten.
No, they can't get you.
Just putting it out
Nah,
there
they
for
can't
all
get you.
y'all.
All right, you're still
Anyway.
listening to the Boom Bar on your Boom Radio NG. It's a TGIF edition. On Fridays, we talk music, sports, politics, and everything in between. We've talked Australian Open and one tournament that Dolupo says is happening in Cameroon that I don't know anything about.
It's happening in Cameroon, if you like.
But it's time to move on to other things.
Oh yeah, they're still
There's
talking about
else.
sports.
I know.
Yeah, Beijing 2022. We know it's happening next week. It's starting next week, and China has come out to say, we know that there was a lot of talk about it because countries like the US, I think Australia had come out to talk about it, Canada, the UK, a few countries had come out to say that because of the alleged or perceived human rights issues that China is dealing with, that they would not be sending a diplomatic, they will definitely send a delegation, or not a delegation, they're definitely sending athletes, but they're not sending diplomatic delegation. Like the US always sends someone really top notch. I know the last Olympics, the husband of the vice president, that's the first husband, I think.
Yeah.
The second husband, sorry. He's
Yeah.
the second husband. The second husband, he was the one that led the delegation to the last Olympics. So they said that they're not doing it. A lot of other countries followed suit. But China has now come out to say that despite that, sorry, more than 30 head of states are going to join China's opening ceremony.
That's huge.
That's huge
for the Chinese.
They put a lot of names. Argentine president Vladimir Putin, Russia's president, is also going to be there. They're going to do. It looks like it's a lot. Is a lot of fanfare that's going to be happening in China next week.
But this is a bit of a political story and angle to sports, because leading up to the Winter Olympics in China, like Dulupat mentioned, a couple of countries started pulling out and saying things like, oh, they wasn't going to be a part of it and this and that, you know. But yeah, sorry, she has to take some time out to get some water and all of that, you know. But so let's keep talking about the Winter Olympics. So as it stands, we know that a couple of countries pulled out for political reasons. I think Australia, the US, and a couple of other countries, and it's their own protest. But I've always been of the opinion that we should not mix politics and sports. You know, don't mix politics and sports. But when it happens, what do you do when there's a mixture of politics and sports? At times it does not blend well, you get. So China is also holding forward. And my fear is that maybe when the US has to host the Olympics next time,
there's going to be some sort of retaliation.
There will be, you know, payback. It happened with Russia, you know, in 1980 and 1984. In 1980 was Russia that hosted the Summer Olympics, and the US pulled out. And of course, in 1984, when the US was hosting at, I think it was Los Angeles in 84, Russia pulled out, you know, and some of the allies too would want to follow suit. So that was not a nice thing. But what is nice about this Winter Olympics is that there is a Nigerian, Samuel Ikpefan, who will be flying the Nigerian flag, you know, out there in Pyongyang. And 2018 was Pyongyang. Out there in China, in Beijing, Samuel Ikpefan was actually born, you know, in the French Alps, you know, and he's reduced to the snow and all of that. He's actually very good. He's a cross skier. He's actually very good at what he does, and this leads me back to the story of how some people said they are foundational black.
Oh
Black
my God.
American.
We're not going to let that go, are we?
Samuel Ikpefan was born in the French Alps. I do not want to murder the name of the place where Annemasse or Annemasse, or I do not know how to pronounce that name properly. But he was born in the French Alps. He's a Nigerian. He has a Nigerian name. Look at him, fine boy, everything. Samuel Ikpefan, you get, and he is going to be in the cross country skiing competition. And cross country skiing is not for the faint-hearted. It's not like the normal slalom where you just go from top to bottom. You get. We're talking about cross country. It's like marathon, of skiing in a way. You get. So, if Samuel Ikpefan was not born in the French Alps, how would Nigeria be at the Winter Olympics?
Yeah,
we were
be
there
honest.
4 years ago.
We were there 4 years ago.
Because those beautiful ladies
let's
who
be
used
honest.
to be athletes actually converted to winter sports.
I know that a lot of African countries don't have people, and they don't have athletes for Winter Olympics, and you really can't blame them because it is Winter Olympics. We don't have Winter Olympics, so except there is like some controlled environment where they're going to have to get used to this thing, and it's not, those sports are not our thing.
Remember when we discussed this a few weeks ago, towards the end of last year, I told you, and I think it was Chubome and a couple of people, about the movie Cool Runnings. Have you had time to watch that movie?
No, I've not.
Please try. Then you understand why I'm so excited. Like, the fact that you do not have snow is not a barrier. It's not an excuse. It's not impossible for countries like ours to be at an event that you normally wouldn't have been to. Then this actually is testament to how much of a nomadic country that we have. Nigerians are
everywhere.
And they move around.
We
know that we have people who are bad Nigerians, but we also have good people who are doing good things.
I agree
so
with you.
And anywhere we go, for people who are objective, they will see that we had value. Wherever we go, we had value. So one Nini wakes up one day, says his name is Tariq nonsense or whatever his middle name is, and he starts to talk about what value immigrants adding to. They're adding value all over.
Everywhere.
All over.
Definitely.
And they were never meant to add value to you as an individual or your block or your group, except you reach out and you have a sit down with them and say, guys, can we work together?
I agree with you.
So,
I agree with you.
I'm glad that Samuel Ikpefan, is proud to fly the green, white, green. He wasn't even born on Nigerian soil. But he has a full Nigerian name.
He's definitely
because even Samuel is a Nigerian name now. You understand? It doesn't sound. You understand what I'm saying now?
I get it.
You get it.
You people have made
You
it
get
Nigeria.
now. We have Nigerianized. So
anyway,
so shout out to everybody.
Shout out to him, definitely
That's working with Samuel Ikpefan out there, and shout out to all the people at the Winter Olympics. May you guys have a great time out.
Fun. Like may it be fun.
I know about the Winter Olympics, but the one in Cameroon, I don't know what she's talking about.
Oh wow! I still love this matter. So before we leave sports, you know that the January transfer window is about to close. I think it's closing on Monday. As we all know, there's been a lot of back and forth, and news I just saw now looks like Arsenal have officially received two. What's it called now? They've been approached with loan deals for Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang. Barcelona and Juve have asked for loan for him to be expunged.
What do you mean by expunged? I know you're just being funny, but anyways, for me, I actually a big fan of Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang. I feel for him and his struggles at the Arsenal. I feel that when a man is going through tough times, he actually needs people to stand up for him and shelter him and protect him. But it seems like they don't have time for that at Arsenal. They've disciplined him a lot and all of that. Then he makes his way to AFCON with the hope that, okay, let me get a fresh burst of life here.
And
maybe
then
things
he
are
gets
gonna happen.
COVID.
Then COVID comes.
And then COVID really
then,
hit
apart
him
from
so
COVID,
much.
They were talking about other, pre-existing.
Oh yeah, the COVID. It's actually COVID.
That played
but
up.
Yeah,
but when they got back to Arsenal, they found out that it's just COVID. Thank God, because there was rumors of him having a heart condition.
Yes, it was they found some heart lesions and all that, but it was all caused by COVID at the end of the day. So basically we'll definitely we'll find out about that.
So
But
I want Aubameyang to stay at Arsenal because I think he still has a lot to offer. But you see, it's looking like the curse of the. It's looking like the curse of the what's it called now?
the captain.
Yeah, of the Arsenal captain. Virtually in the last 5 to 8, 10 years, every Arsenal captain has left unceremoniously.
Yeah,
you know,
they have.
Which is not a good thing, you know.
It's a very funny thing, but I hope that something is being done about it, and then we'll see. A lot of people have been back and forth. Arsenal, even talking about Arsenal today, they said that I think they officially have a new keeper now.
Yeah, because Leno is going to leave.
He's going to leave, yeah.
Then again, Callum Chambers was the one that shocked me yesterday when he got sold, and I'm like, okay, why sell him? He looks like but he's taking it a
so
good
yeah, they have the Arsenal.
So there's been a lot of movement.
Signed, Matt Turner.
You know?
They signed a few people. Also, Juve has signed Dusan Vlahovic.
That was a guy that was rumored to be on his way to the Arsenal.
I think I also heard that there was talks about him going to Tottenham.
Yeah, but of course it's Juventus. Again, yesterday the rumors were rife of Victor Osimhen being on his way to the Arsenal. A lot of people are like, this would be a good move for Victor and everything. But of course, Napoli are saying that he's not going anywhere.
He's not going anywhere.
He's a top player for them.
Yeah, I think that it will be their funeral if they actually sell that guy at the point that he is in now. He's doing amazingly good. And finally, before we go, we know that World Cup qualifiers is going on everywhere else apart from Africa, because of AFCON. And it's very funny how there's something interesting that happened yesterday where 2 red cards were given at the game between Brazil and Ecuador. But then the goalkeeper really the Brazilian goalkeeper was really going on about it, and then the VAR was officially reviewed twice and the 2 red cards were overturned.
That is what VAR is supposed to be about. VAR is supposed to be about the ability to look at things in retrospect and say it shouldn't be like that. This is how it should be. But VAR at this tournament that you were talking about in Cameroon that you were watching.
Well, what does that mean? What does that even mean?
That I know nothing about.
You suddenly
has been shitty. It's been messed up.
The referees
officiating has been really terrible.
It's been really bad.
But at least this is what VAR should be.
So shout out to them. And let's move away from that. Let's do a little bit of entertainment news. We've done about 30 minutes of sports already. And there's a lot of talks. First things first. There's talk that came out today that Chris Brown, we know that once or twice Chris Brown has had issues. We know that there was talks of some domestic violence between him and Rihanna at a point. Now, a particular choreographer or dancer has now accused him of raping her.
Yeah. And
I think that's a very huge allegation.
Yeah. Well, a lot of times we hear about who we think is a good guy or a good girl, and they get into some spot of trouble, and we start to look at them. Oh, are you culpable?
This is you.
I always want to be careful. You get. I just will never support rape, but I'm also not gonna jump on the bandwagon and say he's a bad guy, he's done this, he's done that. You get, until the story gets clearer, until the courts speak or the evidence is put out.
Yeah.
These days, people put out evidence on social media, even if it's going to affect the case one way or the other. That's when I can come. But I do not have enough to condemn or praise. But what I have,
it's a very huge allegation.
What I have the power to do is to say that don't do it, and I don't support rapists, don't support violent people who abuse people, toxic people, and all of that. So for now, I'm not going to come down on Chris Brown. I'm not gonna say Chris Brown is bad, but I am not saying that he is good. At the same time, I'm just going to wait.
Okay. Still talking about entertainment. I was going to talk about music, yeah. We know it's New Music Friday. When we talk about New Music Friday, for people that do not know, in Nigeria and a lot of countries now, Friday has been like a day that a lot of music is being put out. But New Music Friday, we also talk about songs that have been released all through the week, yeah, all through that week. And one song that started the release this week was Reminisce's Alaye Toshe Go Go.
Yeah. One of the most popular songs that were released. And now, a lot of songs get released every week, but not all of them get into the brackets where they get mentioned.
Yeah,
For Reminisce, of course, you would expect that. Because lately, we've seen pictures of him hanging out with Bella Shmurda and working with one or two people.
Yeah, he granted some interviews back and forth.
We see that he's working a lot. So Alaye Toshe Go Go sounds like a song that even the title sounds like something that he's done in the past, but it's not. It's fresh, it's brand new, and it's a nice song. I've listened to it. I like the beat. There's something about Reminisce, he's a rapper.
Yeah, it's very different.
If he wants to go hard, he can go hard. But he always brings that feel-good vibe. Yeah, Reminisce always brings that feel-good vibe, to the music and everything. And I think that's what he's done with this Alaye Toshe Go Go song again.
So I think it's a very nice vibe.
There are parts of the lyrics,
that has caused a little bit of,
So someone you would call his sidekick or his boy or his paddy or whatever.
Yeah.
One of the people that
because he also looked like he was calling some people out in the song.
Well, so Ola Dips, another amazing rapper. I've seen a couple of his freestyles online. I've listened to a couple of his songs. Another guy that I like. I think I just like good music. So Ola Dips.
I was going to say that. Who don't you like?
He dropped. I don't like some people. So Ola Dips dropped.
Wow.
He dropped this. What's it called now? He dropped like some kind of a response. It's the 1 minute plus song.
Response to a line.
One line in Reminisce. So he played back that part and he went on. And I'm like, man, this is hard.
But we not heard a reply from Reminisce.
Being a hip hop head, I like it because that's what hip hop is about. That's what rap is about. So let's see if we have a battle on our hands. Let's see if we have beef.
We'll see.
Or maybe it's just fish.
We'll see. Maybe it's just fish.
But if we have beef, hey.
Bring it on. Nice. Definitely bring it on. And also, Bella Shmurda, you talked about Bella Shmurda. Bella Shmurda had a song that he released yesterday called My Friend. Listen to it, not bad at all. Sounds like a Bella Shmurda song, but it's actually not bad. It's not bad at all. I think it's good music. Also, World Has Let You Down. That is a song that has been out for about 2 days. Even though it's not getting as much coverage as you would think, but the song is not bad at all. But I heard a bit of the song. It's not bad. Also, another person that has dropped a new song today is Chike with Uwekoma. I want to try to pronounce it properly.
Chike dropped something with Olamide, and I don't know what's going on with that song. I think maybe it's one of those songs that's gonna start slow and go fast. But of course, you know how great Chike is on the vocals, on the lyrics, even on the beats. And
this Uwekoma song.
So you have Uwekoma. It's a fresh song. Go check him out. Go listen. If you like good music, you will like what Chike has done. You will
definitely like what he's done. Now, remember Zazu Onaye?
Yeah, Portable
has a new song. He has like a new song. Portable does not want us to rest at all. He's dropping it back to back to back to back.
Yeah, because last week he dropped a song with Barry J.
Yeah, he did. And now he has a song with Small Doctor. I like what he's doing. That he's getting people on his songs.
Collaborations.
And the collaborations, we all know that a lot of times, collaborations is not just about because you like the person. It's also to leverage on that person's fan base, that person's network as well. Now he has, and you know, Small Doctor is really not a small fry. Let's be honest with ourselves. Small Doctor too has done is done good for himself. So Portable has Small Doctor called Neighbor, and I'm wondering, after listening to at least most of the song, I don't know why that song is Neighbor, because that song has maybe one or two lines says Neighbor.
Okay.
Anyway, putting it out there, public service announcements. Don't
play,
listen to that thing.
Don't play it when your children are
around.
If you're going to listen to the new Portable song, play it in your car. Turn up.
You know the
volume.
funny thing?
The beat is beautiful.
The beat of that song,
the rhythm and flow is nice. Again,
whoever the producer of that song is, beautiful work.
Portable is showing that he's not going to be a one-hit wonder.
Yeah,
he's showing that, look, I have it.
I'm ready to go hard on it.
And my only advice to him is management and all of that is,
he still needs to sort that out.
Get
proper
a radio version of this song. Get a clean version of this song.
That's the thing. Because whether you like it or not, radio is your number one way to get your songs out. Song.
Please, Portable. I like.
I would like to know
honest,
how that song is going to be clean.
This beat is way better than the Zazu song for me.
Yes.
For me, my opinion, you don't have to agree with me.
Not the song. I'm not a fan of the song, but the beat is different. It is very different.
It's a nice flow.
It has a very nice flow. It's a very nice thing. Yes, I totally agree with you on that. I'm talking about music. Before we leave music, there's a bit of story that has been brewing, and it is the one of Wizkid's girlfriend. Okay.
No worries. Something that popped up.
It's girlfriend.
You know these things happen, so you need to chill.
Girlfriend. We don't even know what to call it now. Oh, okay. She said we should stop calling her baby mama, but she's literally Wizkid's third baby mama, though. Where she went on Instagram and she tweeted that people should ask her anything, where she was being asked a lot of questions, actually. And one of it that struck me was where she was like that. It's very funny how the first thing that people attribute her to is her being Wizkid's third baby mama. Not that she's an amazing manager who has managed a lot of people, including Chris Brown. She was even managing Chris Brown at the time where she met Wizkid and all that, and how people need to just look at people, not just put labels on people at the end of the day.
Jada P is a result oriented person. She's a go-getter.
Yeah.
She knows how to protect and project our artist. She's actually a successful person at what she does.
Oh yes,
but the problem that she should understand is that the world is about labels.
Exactly.
That's what everybody does. One nonce or dance says is foundational black. It's a label. Some people are saying they are AA. I said, is that your blood group? They said no, they're African American.
What?
Oh, they have different labels now.
Oh god.
They have different labels now. You know? So it's about labels, Jada. Jada, you're an amazing person. I love her because I follow that work from a distance, and I think that everything she touches turns to gold. Oh yeah, Chris Brown has talent. We know that. Weezy has talent. But talent has never been enough. A lot of talented people are falling off the wayside. So your team, your management matters a lot. And that's what Jada's been. Now the thing is, I respect their relationship. How they're able to go from acquaintance, friend, to dating. They must have dated at some point. To business. Is amazing. It needs to be studied. Yeah, because she's still involved.
Yeah, she's still a manager anyway.
I know how difficult it is for a young man as big as Wizkid is
now,
who is going to perform in every part of the world, and there's always going to be people train. I'm not going to use the gender because I don't want people to think I'm being. People train themselves at him. It's difficult when you're in the industry and you're in the limelight.
And
so how they manage that, I don't know. Again, knowing that he also had one or two before she came on board, so she needs to understand that a lot of people who refer to her like that are people who are Wizkid fans, who know how they were before.
Yeah, exactly. So,
but it's also not wrong for her to speak her mind to say, I do not want to be labeled like this. You guys should look at the work I'm doing, because that will make a lot of people look at her differently. But that doesn't take away the label of being
that's it. That's it for me.
Like,
I think that she's amazing with what she does, but honestly, you're still his baby mama. That's it. That's my own thought. Like, okay, it almost seems like, okay, I don't know, the way we make the idea of being a baby mama, I don't know how people that are baby mamas are, but if you do not want to be, I don't think you would be.
Yeah.
But you chose to be.
It's about choices.
Exactly my point. Like, you actually chose to be. So I don't think that you should, because it all almost comes off like they're making it like a derogatory thing. And why I do not think those things need to be derogatory is, except you are like a child, it was a choice that you decided to make and you made it.
This is very deep coming from you. This is very sensible. She talked about labels, so it's still about labels. We are in a world where we don't know who set the standards, but the standards have been set. Then some people can break it. Some people can create theirs. Some people can chart their own path. So my advice to people is to live your
your thing and be proud of what your choices. Proud of your choices.
There are people who probably should never have been married, who forced or worked themselves into marriage
because
and there are people who probably should have just gotten married, who think, oh, they want to be here and there. Then they look back and regret that one person that they blew off. You get. So for me, I don't want us to allow people to tell us how we're going to live our lives. I think what you should look for is what makes you happy.
You get that's the point.
What completes you? How are you going to go through life?
The way she
allowing
said it
other
was
people
like,
dictate your happiness to you.
Like, she didn't like the fact that, why should whatever people say or what people label you as, I'm just saying my own perspective, why should it bother you? That's it for me. Like, except you're not proud of what you are or who you are, whatever anybody labels you as should not even bother you. Should not even give it shouldn't. That's it for me. And I'm moving off that. We're like, now there's going to be a little bit of morbid things that we're going to be talking about from now on. Just about 15 minutes out, but we'll definitely look through it. First things first, remember the Sylvester Oromoni story, that boy, and Dowen College. Now they have put up a statement where the founder of the school and the whole board has decided to step down from the management of this school, saying that they're hoping to get new people on board to help with the new management of the school. I don't know if the school is open yet.
No, they're not.
So looks like they are stepping down, and we'll see what happens from there. We don't know if this singular act is going to make the administration of the school better. For at the bottom line is that the students that eventually end up there would actually get the best of education.
Yeah, look, now that school is in session, you start to wonder, the hundreds of students that attend that school, what's going on with them at the moment. And again, justice for Sylvester Oromoni is important. It is sacrosanct. It is something that must happen. So I think what this board is doing, and the owner or the management or whatever, is working towards how they can get their school back on stream.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
While a lot of people still want that school to be shut until there's justice. Some people even don't even want to hear about the school again. However, my opinion with you, I don't even think the school. My opinion is that the coroner's inquest should shed more light on what actually happened to Sylvester. I do not agree with what I heard from the police.
No, I do not agree with
and it's really not their job.
Because for me, even if they say that, okay, he wasn't poisoned, something definitely killed a boy. Something definitely killed him. Okay, yes, they were released because it wasn't that he was poisoned, but something definitely killed that boy. That's it for me at the end of the day. I'm talking about people dead. This happened yesterday. This was one of the stories that we're supposed to talk about yesterday, where this happened in River State, where the chairman of a council, a Mohua local government area of River State, had discovered that a part of an abandoned hospital, where they found 30 bodies that were already getting rotten, and they claim is that they are those of kidnapped victims that have been uncovered.
Well, the story, when I saw that story yesterday, the headline and the main part of the story was that it was an illegal mortuary.
Okay.
It's a mortuary that is not known to government. It's not an official or registered mortuary. Mm-hmm. So that gave me the creeps. Like, oh, wait. How do you even go that far?
Okay. So now the story I read was that these bodies were already getting rotten. So they weren't kept out, and there were actually some very funny pictures. And so they weren't kept as a morgue. That's one. Two, they also discovered that a part of the hospital, which this hospital is supposed to be a government hospital, but the structures are just there and they're not being used.
And everything, I know.
They were also used to store illegal refined petroleum products.
Yeah, and everybody knows about the suit that's really messing things up for people in Portharcourt.
That was how one of them. That was how they got there when the local government chairman decided that he was going to go there by himself.
Yeah.
Now, on going there and discovering these things, he now ordered that the whole place needed to be ransacked. And that was when they got some people that were actually also living there who they claim who are supposed to be part of this kidnapping team.
Yeah. And this has happened because the governor put the local government chairman to the sword. He basically threw them under the bus, put the spotlight on them, and told them that they had to step up their game.
Yeah.
And that's why this is happening.
It's funny because
my own issue is, why do you have to wait until things get bad? Why do you have to wait until the governor says, if you don't do this, I will do this to you, before you know that right under your very noses there are people storing
an issue with
as many as 30 bodies.
30. I also have an issue with our traditional system, our traditional rulers and chiefs and all that. And whether we like it or not, they are the closest people to the community. And I don't think that they're doing as much as everything is the government this, the government that, the government this. I think they're fundamental part of the system that we tend to overlook.
Don't they get paid by government?
They get paid by government. They people do not know, but they're major part of your local government. They are recognized by law. So what they get paid. Literally, you're working for the government. The government, you pay. Part of your taxes go to these people's salaries.
Yeah, to the traditional chiefs.
So my question now remains, what are you doing? Because you see a lot of them saying government is not this, government is not that. Okay, you in your own little part, what have you done?
Well, I believe that it's down to management by the local government and the state government. They're supposed to engage the traditional rulers more, engage the citizens more. You see, government has always been like aloof in a way. It's always been removed from the people. So we need to engage them more. We need to also make them understand that it's the days of them just sitting back and selling their chieftaincy titles are over.
Yeah.
That's not all you're gonna do. I'm not saying they shouldn't still. I know they sell chieftaincy titles, so I'm just trying to call them out. But that's not the real issue. The real issue is that we need to make them understand that there's more work to be done, and it's time for them to also protect their citizens, because they also have subjects. They have people who are loyal to them, people who look up to them and say, oh, this is our Bale, is our king, is our Obi, is our Sadauna, is our Emir. They all need to step up now, because they are also soft targets.
Yeah,
if you look at them, you see that
there's a lot of
that they're being attacked, they're being kidnapped.
And that's so what are you doing? Because you don't.
And the people perpetrating these crimes, they're not ghosts.
The local government chairman was saying it, that how is it that there is a chief in this area and you have allowed this thing go on for this long? And it's true. These people is food that they eat. If they go somewhere to sleep, how do you expect? How do you forget? I don't know where. I don't know. But I think that our whole system, our whole government system needs to be, we go back to it restructured. Anyway, now finally talking about bodies. The body of the murdered OAU MBA student, remember, Timothy Adegoke, has officially now been released to family for burial. As the police have said that they have done all the investigation they need, they've done an autopsy and all that, and of course we know that the case is officially in court now. So there's no need holding on to the body, as he's going to be buried tomorrow in Irua, according to reports.
It's always very sad when I hear this story, how someone wanted higher learning, someone wanted to improve on his stock in life, and he pays so much money to stay in an hotel to get his master's degree, and look at what we're talking about.
Here we are. It's a very, very sad thing. Finally, before we go, I knew this might take a bit of time, so maybe this will just take the remaining 7 minutes. And it's talking about Lagos State, infrastructure in Lagos State. We know today the state governor actually granted an interview at Channels TV where he spoke a lot about, we know a lot of things are really happening for people that live in Lagos. We know that Lagos State right now is a huge construction site.
Yep.
There is no major part of Lagos that you're going through that is not one major construction going on. It's not very wonderful at the moment. It's not very wonderful, to be honest with you. But, I think on the long run, I think it's a sacrifice we have to make for the future, and we know that a lot of things, just yesterday or 2 days ago, that we saw the governor and the deputy governor, they went to inaugurate the beginning of the Okpebi Ojota link bridge. We know that the red and the blue line, I think the red line of the Lagos State rail system is ongoing at the moment. There are a lot of roads being, shout out to the people around Yaba. There's a lot that is going on there at the moment. There's a lot of roads.
Both lines are being constructed side by side. Actually, the blue line, which is going to run from Marina on Lagos Island, is actually being constructed. The blue line is going to link a part of Lagos called Orile.
Yeah.
Where from Orile all the way to Badagry, it's going to be a 10-lane road, and smack dab in the middle.
In the middle, there's the
rail. That's the blue line, and that is supposed to be a federal road. The beauty of this is that this construction started under Governor Babatunde Raji Fashola. The person who took over from him, Governor Ambode, didn't really do anything about it. He didn't do anything. That project was virtually abandoned under him. But Governor Sanwo-Olu has actually ramped up
taking it up again,
and so they're constructing all the way from that place to Badagry, but of course, there's several stops and overpasses that are
Yeah,
being built.
they're saying that
everything.
for the red line, there are about 10 different train stations that are going to be there. They're doing
because
a lot.
if you understand the layout, it's from Ogun State. You're talking about running the rail tracks from Alagbado, Alagbado, Ota. People will link up at Alagbado and take the train all the way to Oyigbo. That's phase 1. But phase 2 is going to be from Oyigbo to the same island, to Marina. The same Marina where the blue line is supposed to run from Marina all the way to Badagry. You get. But of course, phase 1 is from that place to Orile to Okokomaiko access and all of that. So, but they're actually planning, the Lagos Master Plan for Transportation, especially the rail plan, is about 7 lines. So apart from the blue line that's from Marina to Badagry, the red line from Alagbado to Oyigbo, Marina and back, the other lines, there's the yellow line. There's going to be the line that runs from Marina to Lekki, Aja access and all of that. There's another line that's actually going to run from the Redemption Camp in Ogun State all the way to Badagry. And all of that will be connected, with the plan to build the 4th mainland bridge.
Yeah.
Now, according to the governor of Lagos State, they started with like 35 people who were bidding. Now they're down to 3. And by March, the person who wins the bid will be unveiled. The concessionaire, because it's going to be concessioned. That's the beauty of it, that they're not going to use their funds to build this. But the beauty of this, it's a ring road. It's a ring road of sorts that connects Lekki Aja axis to Ogun State. So from Ogun State back to Lagos. So even the Isheri axis that we're in, there's going to be a ramp that connects to the bridge and everything. If this is done, it's really
going
done,
to be some amazing.
It's going to be amazing.
I think,
and
we know that
it's going to be
transport is one of the major issues in Lagos State. I was reading today, Lagos State is one of the top 5 most populous states or cities in the whole world.
Yeah, I also want to correct a notion. I saw a lot of people on social media saying things. Mega city, can you believe? A mega city, the definition of a mega city has to do with the population.
It's the population.
It doesn't have to do with infrastructure or facilities. It's population. And Lagos is indeed a mega city. But they are talking about building a smart city. That's what Lagos is working towards. So, with the 4th mainland bridge and the rails and waterways and the BRT, they're going to increase the number of buses on the BRT. I believe it because I'm seeing the works. Now, my biggest fear has always been that we are very stubborn.
Okay.
We are trading on the rail tracks. Nigerians are trading. You know what they do?
Yeah.
Once they hear the train coming,
we see that.
They pack all
their things,
all their wares,
and then you
step
don't
aside,
see them. And then when the train is
as soon as the train goes,
I think it's
but
going
what
to
that is
reduce.
doing, what that is doing to the train is that it makes them drop speed where they're not supposed to drop speed. For safety reasons, I am really worried that our people.
I'm hoping that when train in Lagos starts functioning at optimal speed or at optimally, the number of times the rail goes back and forth would probably deter a lot of people.
I hope so.
From being on the rail.
I hope so, because look, I remember when we were younger, like the rail that used to run through Yaba and Jibowu.
Yeah, it's still there. It's still the same rail that goes all the way to Ebutemeta, isn't it? Yeah.
From Ebutemeta to Ibadan.
It's
the same one that goes all the way to Kano. But now they're doing standard gauge and different things and all of that. People used to defy those things. It's amazing how
it's so hard. Train. We all know that trains don't wait for people.
But we can't carry on
people
like that.
People will die. No. See, I'm sorry if I sound like this. Maybe a few people have to die for other people to get it. I'm sorry.
I pray nobody dies.
I'm sorry.
I know you mean well.
But
I pray nobody dies.
It's just common sense. I literally have seen it before where someone's car stopped on the rail.
Got stuck on the rail.
He got stuck on the rail track. She was trying to start it or something. It didn't start. She just got out. It was someone else. The rail hadn't come. Another man entered the car and I'm sure that maybe she was just really panicking and then helped her drive the car before the train came. Yeah. But she just was not going to wait to find out.
So again, to forestall that, now Lagos State is now building different underpasses, at major points where the rail is supposed to run through. So Yaba, they're going to shut down that axis. There's a particular part that's going to shut down for like 2 or 3 weeks because the beams are in place now. They just need to cover it. There's going to be one at the Moshi part. I didn't hear the governor talk about Ilupeju, but Ilupeju is another part that needs to have a... But Oshodi already has a bridge.
Yes.
And I noticed that they're building one at the Ikeja axis of it. That's we are going to GRA and all of that. I've already seen them putting up a construction there and all the way live. Because the truth is, if I live in Alagbado and I'm only going to pay 200 or 300 naira.
Yeah, he was talking about how the fare is
Alagbado
maximum
to Yaba.
That it's going to be the same amount of money that you pay for BRT. It's amazing.
I don't need a car. I'm not going to drive my car. I will leave the car and get on the train.
Let's get on the train, definitely.
So the Red Line already has 2 trains that they bought from the Spanish company in Milwaukee and all of that. Then the Blue Line, people didn't know because everybody was... The Blue Line... 3 trains have been bought already. Not enough, but it's a step in the right direction.
It looks like they're actually serious about it. Definitely serious about it.
I am excited about it.
Yes. But on that note, that is all we take today on the Bomba. Thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. We will be definitely back tomorrow with another wonderful edition. Not tomorrow. Today's Friday now.
Yep.
On Monday, we'll definitely be back on Monday with another wonderful edition. We know that a lot of things would have happened over the weekend, and we'll definitely be here to give you a full report of those things. But on that note, have a beautiful, beautiful weekend ahead. Peace.
Tariq, get a life.
Oh my God.